Alrighty. The elf pirate is back. Hello and welcome. Cosma is here already. Quick start. Render Reaper is here. Tante Petal is here. How are you? Lola is here, lurking. Lola, don't you have that meeting, Lola? Tess is here. Lola, can you be a dear and check if this is showing on my Facebook page right now? If you have an opportunity to, of course. I understand if you don't. Alright, good. Good. Thank you, Kayla Helmers, for sharing my stream. Hey, the Vadleni, how are you? Cosma, you're gonna lurk. Thank you so much for lurking, though. Everyone who are hosting and lurking, very much appreciated. Alright, I'm also gonna go live on TikTok and see if we can bring people there. Just remind the people who already have Twitch that we are, in fact, live. Samina is lurking till finishing work. Alright. Samina, you know, I really want to learn some new Nightwish too. Edie Maru from Endless Farm's Most Beautiful. That song. It doesn't really like it. Me singing Floor Jansen's songs. Floor Jansen is like the best singer of mankind in the history, and also a soprano and a mezzo soprano. For me to sing her songs would be yeah, Eva, I could sing Eva too. I could yeah. Hey Salkonshell, how are you? Okay, gonna start with a song I haven't played in a while. Yeah. Times have changed, and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Times go by, seems to be you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. Took me in and you draw me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized. Lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. You made me cry, you told me lies, but I can't stand to say goodbye. Mama, I'm coming home. Could be right, I could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. Selfish love, yeah, we both alone. The ride before the fall, yeah. But I'm gonna take this heart of stone. I just gotta have it all. Seen your face 100 times. Every day we've been apart, and I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. in and you drove me out. Yeah, you had me hypnotized. Yeah, lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. I've seen your face 1,000 times. Every day we've been apart, but I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. It's been a while since I played that one, but it's good to, you know, freshen up the song. Hello, Big Bad Fox. Thank you so much for following the Alpire stream. Let's do the monkey, everyone. Monkey doing. Hey, Elon Musk. Skuma Sweeteners. Hello. Thank you so much for sharing this with your Discord, and thank you for coming here on Twitch. Everyone who's watching this on Facebook, make sure to come and watch this on Twitch, so you can interact. It means you can request songs as well. Who else is here? Tvadleni is here. How's my evening going? Pretty good so far. To you guys on TikTok, same applies to you. Twitch.tv/NorwegianElfPirate. That's where I'm gonna be for most of the time. Ellen silla lumen om telvo. El silla lu er det go vannet vin. That's the equivalent in Sindarin. Alright, Elon Musk does the monkey with emojis. Everyone, when I'm doing the monkey, do like Elon Musk here. Post monkey emojis. Let's please Johnny Bravo. My govanen TikTok. My govanen. I anything of nin. I'm just ranting in Sindarin right now. Any song requests, ! Song list, everyone, and it also helps if you're pushing something towards the channel. Not required, but it's it really helps. This one is the only one from Lord of the Rings I haven't tried playing actively. Let's see if I can master it. Salcontrol, that is Sindarin. Know any Elder Scrolls? Yes, Skuma Sweeteners, I do. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade, as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." Soak in the clashing and slashing of steel, as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more, when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor. Lola, you can try the song cue. There once was light. don't think this is the right chords. Sultans of Swing. Alright. Nere Linnad I min elgelar. Hanolle. No darkness falls where once was love. Love is no more. That seems more right. Where once was light, no darkness falls. Where once was love, love is no more. Don't say goodbye. Don't say I didn't try. These tears we cry are falling rain for all the lies you told us, the hurt, the blame, and we will weep to be so alone. We are lost, we can never go home. So in the end I'll be what I will be. No loyal friend was ever there for me. Now we say goodbye. We say you didn't try. These tears you cry have come too late. Take back the lies, the hurt, the blame, and you will weep when you face the end alone. You are lost, you can never go home. You are lost, you can never go home.
I really hate humans.
Alright. That's the only song from Lord of the Rings I haven't played. So, with the exception of The Hobbit, I See Fire, I just think it's a boring song. Okay, someone requested Dire Straits. This one. This one I haven't done before, but I'm gonna try. Is it okay if I try a new Dire Straits song? Elon Musk, is it okay for you? Okay, so all the people watching on TikTok, if you want to interact and want me to see what you're writing, and if you want to request songs and stuff. You have to come on Twitch. Come to Twitch. Twitch.tv/NorwegianElfPirate. And I'll see what you're writing, and you get to request songs, and you get to interact and stuff. I need to play this finger play. I love stroking Romeo, sing the streets a serenade, laying everybody low, with a love song that he made. Finds a convenient streetlight, steps out of the shade, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Julia says, "Hey, it's Romeo. You nearly gave me a heart attack." He's underneath the window singing, "Hello, my boyfriend's back. You shouldn't come around here singing up with people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it?" Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, and you exploded in my heart, and I forget the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just when the time was wrong, Juliet. We come upon different streets, and the both were streets of shame. Both dirty, both mean, and the dream was just the same. I dreamed your dream for you, and now your dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another one of your deals? When you can follow the chains of silver, you can fall for the chains of gold. You can fall for pretty strangers, and the promises they hold. You promised me everything, you promised me thick and thin, yeah. Now you just say, "Oh, Romeo, yeah. You know I used to have a scene with him." Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. Said I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die, and there's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just when the time was wrong, Juliet. That one I haven't tried before, but there's a nice finger play in Romeo and Juliet that I want to learn. Hey, Avzatar, thank you so much for following. Let's do the monkey for the follow. All right, do we have a song list going? Someone requested Blind Guardian. Okay. All right, let's do Always Look on the Bright Side of Life. Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. When life seems totally rotten, there's some things you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you feel the dumps, don't be silly precious. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Well, life is going third, and that's the final word. You must always fight the burden with a laugh. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit. When you look at it, life's a laugh and death's a joke, is true. You'll see, so show, keep on laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Oh, okay. I'm in a very sneezy mood all of a sudden. So thank you for the Gesundheits, by the way. Mini copy, thank you so much for following. Let's do the monkey for the follow, everyone. All right, let's take this to the level of the bard. Now you all know the bards and their songs. When hours have gone by, I'll close my eyes. In a world far away, we may meet again. But now hear my song about the dawn of the night. Let's sing the bard song. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow will take it away, the fear of today, it will be gone, due to our magic songs. Yes, I am streaming on several channels at once. I'm streaming on Twitch, so if you want to interact and request songs, you gotta come on Twitch. Norwegian Half Pirate on Twitch. There's only one song left in my mind. Tales of a brave man who lived far from here. No, bard songs are over, and it's time to leave. No one could ask you for the name of the one who tells the story. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know our names, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow all will be gone, and you're not alone, so don't be afraid in the dark and cold, but the bard songs will remain. We all will remain in my thoughts and in my dreams. They're always in my mind, the songs of hobbits, dwarves and men and elves. Come close your eyes, you can see them too. Okay, if you want to request a song, Twitch, !songlist. NATV, hey, how are you? Alright, I'm gonna play an original song. About an actor from Supernatural. Is Maddie Alves here, by the way? Hello, Brazil. Come to Twitch. I am just a normal guy, an average Joe White. I play football and watch Discovery, and I run a small website. I own a red Toyota, I go to bars on Friday Eve, and my girl is always hanging out with her friend named Steve. But I have a naughty secret and it's tearing me apart. A strong dark shattering deep inside my heart. I can't keep it in no more, it's time that I came clean. Confess this forbidden love I've had ever since I was a teen. It's time I rise up now and break free from these shackles, 'cause all I really want is to have sex with Jensen Ackles. I just wanna sleep right next to Dean, feel his abs and lick him clean. I think you know just what I mean. And I just wanna find a way to silence my heart's crackles. I wanna have sex with Jensen Ackles. When my girl is sleeping, I always sneak downstairs to watch my Jensen on the screen while dreaming in my chair. But my dreams get carried away and I reach down in my pants, 'cause I want Jensen to waltz with me in a carnal sinful dance. And there's more to this song, I'll give it all that I got, 'cause Jared and Misha are also super hot. Don't tell me to quit, I know I just cannot stop. I need a Winchester sandwich with an angel on top. Oh yeah. And I just wanna sleep right next to Dean, feel his abs and lick him clean. I think you know just what I mean. And I just wanna find a way to silence my heart's crackles. I wanna have sex with Jensen Ackles. And I'm in need of a hunter in my life who can show me his demon killing knife and put an end to all this strife. And I need him to use his strength and break off all the shackles. I need to make love to Jensen Ackles. Oh, sex with Jensen Ackles. Oh, sex with Ewan McGregor. Oh, and maybe Channing Tatum? No. Definitely Orlando Bloom. Oh, sex with Jensen Ackles. I just wanna sleep right next to Dean, feel his abs and lick him clean. I think you know just what I mean. And I just wanna sleep right next to Dean, feel his abs and lick him clean. I think you know just what I mean. And I just wanna find a way to silence my heart's crackles. I wanna have sex with Jensen Ackles. And I'm in need of a hunter in my life who can show me his demon killing knife and put an end to all this strife. And I need him to use his strength and break off all the shackles. I need to make love to Jensen Ackles. Please give me a call now, Jensen Ackles. Hey Zelda Middle Earth Wolf, hi. Okay, someone requested this. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. tell you, the Dragonborn comes with the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's the end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Tolkien, alla till oss farin, för dig var cool, man förhärakas var, arkfinar och fallgrann, för någonsin dråsan, de var kin, fahin, frågan och dran. It's the end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. Darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Dovahkin, alagzillas farin, vadain vokol, maferakas val. Arkfinar och palgrann, för någonsin dråsan, Dovahkin, fain, vågan och dran. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Dovahkin, fahin, kugan modral. All right. Skooma sweeteners. Say you need skooma to sweeten your coffee, right? Okay, to those on TikTok, come over to Twitch. Getting a Twitch account is free, by the way. But come here and hang out, and you'll be able to interact, and you'll be able to request songs and stuff. So and that goes for Facebook and YouTube too. Twitch.tv/NorwegianElfPirate. Come and hang out here instead. I'm gonna sign off from TikTok very soon, so you can, come over here instead. Did we have any more song requests? Alright, I'm gonna sign off from TikTok. Everyone, come to Twitch. This is where it's happening. Twitch.tv/NorwegianElfPirate. Come and hang out. Alright, my guys. Alright. As I was going over the far Fenkari mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and the money he was counting. I first my pistol, and I then produce my rapier, saying stand and deliver for he wherever the sea bar my sharing namanu namana. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and he brought a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take that woman, for they never can be easy. Mersharing namanu namana. Whack for daddy-o, whack for daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me a pistol, for she stole away me rapier. Couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mersharing namanu namana. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and others take delight in the hurling and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mersharing namanu namana. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can name me, it's my brother in the army. If I can find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, he'll go roving through Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than my own sporting Jenny. Mersharing namanu namana. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mersharing namanu namana. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There is whiskey in the jar. Oh yeah, you should definitely join Discord if you haven't already joined. Come join. Come join the murder. Alright, oh, toss a coin to your Witcher is next. Is Elwood Fenris here, by the way? Toss some bits to your elf pirate. When a humble bard graced to ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. When the White Wolf fought the silver-tongued devil, this army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meats, and so cried the Witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh oh oh. Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the world, fight the mighty horn that bashes and breaks you and brings you to morn. He thrust every elf far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your pest, God kicked him his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. our champion prevailed, defeated the villain, now pouring some ale. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of humanity. Toss some bits to your twitcher, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh, oh, oh. Toss some bits to your twitcher, a friend of all corgi, corgi. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh Valley of Plenty. Thank you, Tess, for the 100 bits. Oh, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh Valley of Plenty, a friend of all corgi. Hey, Super Duper Bean, how are you? Thank you so much, Tess, for those bits. Thank you, Lola, for the 100 bits.
Back on the menu, boys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm doing very good, actually. By the way, to boost this channel so it gets more visible across Twitch, you can host it, which I really appreciate. So everyone, feel free to host this channel, and I will be super grateful for that. If you want to know how to host, you just type !how to host. Zelda Middle Earthwolf, are you going away? You have to charge your phone then. But yeah, !how to host. Very easy. If you have any song requests, take songlist. Oh my goodness, we have a hype train. Thank you, Lolly, for the 100 bits. Corgi bits, 100 corgi bits. Okay, we start with level 1 hype train song, and if we complete for every level, I'll play a new song. 25 years and my life stood still, trying to get up the great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that this world was made of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means. And I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. Thank you, Jones, for the 100 bits, and thank you, DS Molly, for hosting the Elfire channel. And I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, the hype train is rolling, and I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, thank you, Sabina, for the 100 bits to keep the hype train rolling. I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, the hype train's still rolling. Yusburg. What's going on? We're having a hype train. And I try, oh my God, oh I try all the time. In this institution, thank you for the 100 bits, Tess. And I pray, oh my God, oh I pray every single day for a revolution. And I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, the hype train is rolling. And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, the hype train's still rolling. And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, the hype train's still rolling. You just ordered the Silmarillion. Awesome. Thank you, Jones, for the 100 bits. We're almost halfway to completing level 1. But only 1.5 minutes left. Are we able to actually kick this off? The Vadlin, it's okay. Everyone are new to Twitch at one point. It seems like the hype train is fading out at 44%, so no new hype train song. But thank you so much for all the bits, and thank you for starting it, at least. Samina, thank you for the 200 bits. Well, okay, 56%. You never know, but only 40 seconds left. Thank you so much, Sambina. 30 seconds left. Thank you so much for hosting the channel. 3 fingers means noodles. Thank you, and the 3 fingers does indeed mean noodles. Oh, Tess, almost. Oh, almost. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for gifting the sub. That was 88%. Like, that was so close, so close. It might, maybe in an hour. Maybe in an hour. So at 9 o'clock my time, we're able to start a new one if possible. Exclamation mark song list if there are any songs you want to hear. Those are the songs I know how to play. So make sure to go to exclamation mark song list. Super Duper Bean, Tess gifted you a sub, so welcome to the community. Now you can use the first tier emotes. So that's what happened when you become a subscriber, you get benefits to the channel. Alright, I'm gonna play an original about doomsday preachers, people who preach about the end of the world and how if you want to avoid going to hell, just donate some money to the clergy. Hanging on the edge to a dreadful end. There will be mayhem and no mercy shown for any man. Reach for salvation if you cannot pay for every sin. God will charge $100 to save you from the devil's grin. Beware the heretic. safe havens. Victory! Thank you for the 100 bits, super duper man. Stay away from booze and beef. Come as a lark to these exist the devil's industry, and gambling is pure blasphemy. By your ways to holy grace, the wealthy might reach heaven's gate. If you commit a sin or two, pay an extra fee to change your fate. As I walk to the valley of the shadows and death, I'll better get my wallet. Yeah, St. Peter surely wants his death. Cash for redemption, apocalypse expansions. Heaven needs finances, so throw in your chances. Oh, if you want salvation, you just pay a sacred fee. And did you think redemption would be given away for free? As I walk to the valley of the shadows and death, I'll better get my wallet ready. St. Peter surely wants his death. You know what I'm gonna do once this curse is lifted? Eat a whole bushel of apples. You best believe in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. Alright, that is noted. Thank you so much, Super Barbarian, for the 100. Oh my god, thank you for all the bits. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna sing a song in Swedish. In Swedish. Thank you, Akizi, for the bits. Oh my god, you guys are just throwing bits at me. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy hearing a song in Swedish. It's not my first language, but I know it pretty well. Since I'm in a country quite far from Norway, from Sweden. I'm in Norway, which is the opposite of Sweden. Jag ser mig om och ser mitt hem försvinna bort. Min tid där hemma känns nu alldeles för kort. Blott ungdom knappt en manda plikten kallade mig. Om jag får se mitt hem igen, det vet jag ej. Bland fränder från min by så drog jag ut till strid. Och världen brann för kriget det kan få göra en man. Jag ger mitt liv för mitt fosterland, men vem saknar mig så se mig som den, en make, en vän, fader och son som aldrig kommer hem, men vem sörjer mig? Gick ut i strid för Sverige, blev döpt i blod. Där ute väntar döden, inte hjältemod. I fält där fränder faller hörs ingen sång. Utmanar våra öden ännu en gång. Långt hemifrån döpas du i strid. Och världen brann för kriget kan förgöra en man. Jag ger För krig är det kan förgöra en man. Jag ger mitt liv för mitt fosterland. Men vem saknar mig? Så se mig som den, en make, en vän, fader och son som aldrig kommer hem. Men vem sörjer mig? För krig är det kan förgöra en man. Jag ger mitt liv för mitt fosterland. Men vem sörjer mig? Men ge mig som den, en make, en vän, fader och son som aldrig kommer hem. Men vem sörjer mig? Thank you for all the bits you threw at me in that song. Super duper bean and Casey, thank you so much. Told some people to come over here on my guild's Discord. Thank you so much.
I really hate humans.
Glenny Boy, I don't know that song. All the songs I can sing are on the song lists. What song do you sing by Nightwish? It's While Your Lips Are Still Red. I also know. I tried playing Sleeping Sun, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna ruin that song. So While Your Lips Are Still Red is the Nightwish song. Zombina, I don't want to ruin Sleeping Sun. Seriously, I do ruin it. It's not made for a tenor vocal. Sleeping quietly once upon a century. Okay, I can try. It's not meant for a male tenor. Sorry, Glenny Boy, I don't know that one. It's not in my playlist. I have no idea what song that is. Rustix, hey, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in here. The sun is sleeping quietly once upon a century. Wistful oceans, calm and red, ardent caresses lay to rest. For my dreams I hold my life, for wishes I behold the nights. The truth at the end of time, losing fate makes a crime. Lola, you have a banning job here. Someone is being rude in Norwegian. Someone is being a real fucking jackass to be ban. We don't want that kind of talk here. Someone ridiculing my hair. This is why I hate people from northern Norway. once upon a century, wistful oceans calm and red, ardent caresses laid to rest. For my dreams I hold my life, for wishes I behold my nights. Truth at the end of time, losing fate makes a crime. I wish for this night time to last for a lifetime. The darkness surrounds me, shores of a solar sea. Oh, how I wish to go down with the sun, sleeping, weeping with you. Sorrow has a human heart, from my God it will depart. I said before 1,000 moons, never finding where to go. 222 days of light will be desired by a night. Moment for the poets play, until there's nothing left to say. I wish for this night time to last for a lifetime. The darkness surrounds me, shores of a solar sea. Oh, how I wish to go down with the sun, sleeping, weeping with you. I wish for this night time to last for a lifetime. The darkness surrounds me, shores of a solar sea. Oh, how I wish to go down with the sun, sleeping, weeping with you. Alright, I hope I didn't destroy it completely. Thank you for the bits. By the way, that guy who created the commotion in the chat was from northern Norway, I could tell by the dialect. There's a reason why I moved from there. I'm from the north myself, but the people there are extremely judgmental. They're very spiteful, very hateful, and very ignorant. And they're just rude. So I do not like them very much, and this was a perfect reason why. If a guy has long hair, they will they will do this. They're incredibly stupid. Not all of them, of course, but stupidity is a very big part of the culture up there. Feline, if Feline was here, she could confirm this for you. Thank you for the 100 bits, Super Duper Bean. Thank you. Thank you, Zombina, for the 300 bits. Oh my god, thank you so much. Kyle says, puts up a giant shield. Let them break his shield. Just Pug, what test are you learning for? Rustic, did you get your answer, by the way? I hope you did.
I really hate humans.
I really hate humans too. Lady Yeridian, thank you for coming here. Were you on TikTok live? The Vadlin, unfortunately there are battles everywhere. Canada has quite enough buttons. Yeah, they are everywhere, of course. But the culture of it. All right, thank you so much. And Laura, hey, welcome. Lady, do the monkey, everyone. Everyone, post. Do like Elon Musk does and post monkey emojis in the chat to the monkey for the follow. Cosma, okay, you also live in a judgmental area. The chat goes very quickly now. Zombina, since you're so and also and also Super Duper Bean. Super Duper Bean, do you have any song requests? I'm thinking of, and of course, if you have any song requests, !songlist. Say there, Mini Copy and Akisi are doing the monkey. Oh yeah, Lola, but the people in the north are both stupid and judgy, so they're both. Trust me. !songlist, you can find the songs. And since Zombina was so generous with the bits here, I'm gonna play one for you, Zombina. A bonus if you'd like. Thank you so much for appreciating me. It goes for all of you who support me, and of course you can host this channel if you want. You can host this and give me a boost through Twitch. That would be very kind of you. How to host? !how to host. Sweet little words made for silence, not talk, young heart for love, not heartache. Dark hair for catching the wind, not to veil the sight of a cold world. Kiss while your lips are still red, while he's still in silent rest. Bosom is still untouched, unveiled, hold another hand, while the hand's still without a tool, blown into ice while they're still blind. Love while the night still hides the withering dawn. First day of love never comes back, a passionate sour, never a wasted one. The violin, the poet's hand, every thawing heart plays your theme with care. Kiss while your lips are still red, while he's still in silent rest, while bosom is still untouched, unveiled, hold another hand, while the hand's still without a tool, drown into ice while they're still blind. Love while the night still lost the withering dawn. Still red, while he's still in silent rest, while bosom is still untouched, unveiled, hold another hand, while the hand's still without a tool, drowned into ice while they're still blind. Long while the night still hides the withering dawn. Whew. Okay. Which one was next? Was it Teenage Dirtbag or Basket Case? As I said, you can everyone can request songs wherever you want. Super Duper Bean, you get Teenage Dirtbag. Her name is Noelle. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in cats and tube socks. She doesn't know who I am, and she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Ooh. Her boyfriend's a dick. She brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block. He drives and I rock, but he doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. Now she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. She doesn't know what she's missing. Man, I feel like mom. It's prom night and I am lonely, lo and behold, she's walking over to me. This must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know who I am? Why does she give a damn about me? I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby, like you. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. She doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. She doesn't know what she's missing. Maddie, I already played the Bard song. Okay, I'm gonna do the request from Lucia. Gotta hydrate first, so everyone hydrate. You're welcome, Super Duper Bean. Alright, everyone sit back and enjoy. That's all I can say. I will also need my brushy. Let's hope that's my okay, yeah. Spotify takes like 3 or 4 minutes to get ready. Kind average gamer, that is not correct, and let's hope that isn't correct. I do not want Sergio Ramos in United. He's the worst. Okay, everyone. prepare thyself.
Do you know what you're doing to me? The way that your lips brush on my skin, easy now. Temptation hides in your eyes. It's a crime when you keep it from me. But I know we're too old to say that this is just lust, but too young to know if you're the one, girl. What are we doing? But please don't stop. Don't think too much. Give me your love. Your love. Now I know what you're doing to me. The wicked game that you've been playing, don't fool me. But this tension has me living in a spell. Candles dripping all night, and we're dancing in hell. We're too old to say that this is just lust, but too young to know if you're the one, girl. What are we doing? But please don't stop. Don't think too much. Give me your love. Please don't stop. Don't think too much. Give me your love.
I hope you enjoyed the hair porn. Okay, so for those of you who aren't into football, Man United is my favorite team, and there's a rumor that Sergio Ramos is gonna be joining Man United. Sergio Ramos is a defender. He's a football defender, and he is the dirtiest player in the world. No one has injured more players than Sergio Ramos. Thank you so much, Super Duper Bean. But yeah, he's a football player. I am a football fan. I think Kex was the next one. Yeah, he's not joining Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff are being strict for players now. I didn't know he was stupid, Salconchel. But he is dirty. Like he injures a lot of players. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, ironic to the bone, no doubt about it. so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. I do that all the time, actually. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Yeah, that happens too. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Yeah, pretty much every day. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, and I just know. Alright, do we have any other song requests? La 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 la. You're welcome, Kix, you're welcome. Some people like to kiss. Some people like to kiss. Some people like to hug. Some people puke semi-digested shit into each other's mouth. La biblioteca está cerrada. La biblioteca está cerrada. La biblioteca está cerrada. ¿Quieres lacasitos? Estoy borracho y no puedo encontrar mi casa. Okay. I do not know any mermaid siren songs. I know a few sea shanties, but no mermaid songs. But estoy borracho y no puedo encontrar mi casa. Estoy borracho y no puedo encontrar mi casa. Estoy borracho y no puedo encontrar mi casa. Lacasitos. Okay, make a cue. I will, When you were here before, look you in the eye, just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Float like a feather. Beautiful world. You know what I'm gonna do once this curse is lifted? Eat a whole bushel of apples. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. And I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. Good night, Wadlini. So nice to have you here. I hope you will be back tomorrow. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, so fucking special. I wish I was special. I'm a creep. I'm a crap. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Mi nombre es el pato. El ganso con la riñonera. Alright, Tess. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. Hear the voices when I'm dreaming, but I hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are down. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason, my charade is the event of the season. And if I claim to be a wise man, surely means that I don't know. On the stormy sea of moving emotion, touch the bottom like a ship on the ocean. Set a course the winds of fortune. Still I hear the voices say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Carry on, you will always remember. Carry on, nothing even so splendor. Now your life's no longer happy. Surely heaven waits for you. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are down. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Okay, what's on the song list? Are you talking about creeps? I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Finally, I get to sing a song that isn't very demanding for my voice. boo boo. Do 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 do. Is a burning thing, and it makes a firing ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. That one was for you, Spug. I hope you are here still and that you heard that. Johnny Cash x Baby Shark. What? Bube95, thank you so much for following. Let's do the monkey for the follow.
I really hate humans.
So do I. Treadneck. One. You love that song? Which song? Treadneck, welcome by the way. Oh, thank you so much. You like my rendition of Johnny Cash? Well, what was funny? I didn't really see what was funny. Kind average gamer. We only got halfway into the chapter. A knife in the dark. I wish I had coffee right now. Maybe it's too late for coffee for me though. Did he have Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Do a metal cover of Baby Shark. What was the next song in line? Was it Diggy Diggy Hole? Is Maddie here? Yeah, gotta wait until Maddie comes back, right? If Maddie isn't here yet, then I will play this one first. Okay. Let me tune my guitar first, people. No, those 3 fingers means noodles. Thank you, Rick Hitton 137 for hosting. Everyone, you can also host this channel if you want. Gives me a boost throughout Twitch. Exclamation mark how to host. If you want a song request, this goes for you too, Treadneck, who just arrived here. If you want a song request played, exclamation mark songlist. All right. Maddie Alves is back. Then are you guys ready? I hope you are. I just gotta sneeze first. Justbug, it was so nice to have you here. Welcome back tomorrow. I hope you will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for hosting. Brothers of the mind, rejoice, swing, swing, swing with me. Raise your pick and raise your voice, sing, sing, sing with me. Down and down into the deep, who knows what we'll find beneath? Diamonds, rubies, gold and more, hidden in the mountain shore. Born on the ground, suckled from a teat of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of our mountain home, skin made of iron, steel in our bones, to dig and dig it makes us free. Come on brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, digging a hole. Oh, the sunlight will not reach this low, deep, deep in the mine. Never seen the blooming glow. Doors don't fly so high, filling glass and downs on me. Stuff our bellies at the feast. Come and fall asleep, dreaming in our mountain keep. Born on the ground, grown inside a rocky womb. The earth is our cradle, the mountain shall become our tomb. Faces on the battlefield, you'll meet your doom. We do not fear what lies beneath, we can never dig too deep. Tell that to all the dwarves in Moria. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, digging a hole. I am a hole and I'm digging a dwarf, diggy diggy dwarf, diggy diggy dwarf. I am Kyle and I'm digging a dwarf, diggy diggy dwarf, digging a dwarf. Born on the ground, suckled from a teat of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home, skin made of iron, steel bones. To dig and dig, it makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. All right. Lola, I think it was Iris next, and then Thorsten Schwein gives the next song. Welcome, by the way. And I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. Sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who All right. Next one is for Thorstenswein. Okay, I'm sorry. Porstenschwein. Sorry for the wrong pronunciation of the word. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please come to Twitch instead. I'm briefly streaming on Instagram Live too to get the word out. Of course, I appreciate everyone who hosts this channel as well. Would be very, very appreciated if you can host it from yours and spread it around. By the way, an hour has passed, Lola, and Lolly, and everyone else. An hour has passed. You know what that means. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night to the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without sleeping, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices would never share, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said, I do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, and my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning, and the word said it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway wall and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence. Hello, Instagram. Come to Twitch and hang out with us there. Twitch.tv/NorwegianElfPirate. That's where everything's going down now. Here you can request songs and hang out with us. Thank you so much, Lolly and Lola, for the 100 bits each. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Zombina, for adding me to your host list. Thank you. Estoy borracho y no puedo encontrar mi casa. 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 Puta mierda de lluvia. Puta mierda de lluvia. puta mierda de jag. Norwegian Elf Pirate on Twitch if you want to partake in the fun. Estoy perdido y mojado. Estoy perdido y mojado. La biblioteca está cerrada. La biblioteca está cerrada. La biblioteca está cerrada. Mi tío es un pervertido. Mi tío es un pervertido. No me gustan los humanos. Muero, 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 muero. Patri Roma, come to Twitch. You know you belong there. Te puedo entrevistar si hablas español. Te puedo entrevistar si hablas español. Te puedo entrevistar si hablas español. No puedo con su acento. How many languages can you speak? 6. Six languages. The third one was too late, so now it's 5 minutes since Lola and Lolly tried to start the hype train again. But an hour has passed, so it's possible. Alright, mi amigos, come to... How do you say come to Twitch in Spanish? Come and hang out with us on Twitch. How do you say that in Spanish? Salconchel, Infernal, can you help me? Dios mío. Vengan a Twitch. Vengan a Twitch. Norwegian Elf Pirate. Ven a Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna log off Instagram Live, but if you wanna ask me questions, if you wanna partake in the fun, come to Twitch, twitch.tv/Norwegian Elf Pirate, and I'll see you there. Okay, see you on Twitch, my friends, and we can have a lot of fun. Twitch.tv/Norwegian Elf Pirate, and I'll answer all your questions, and you can have song requests. That goes for Facebook and YouTube too. Woo! Venid con nosotros a Twitch. Vámonos. Venid con nosotros a Twitch. Alright. That's a very Spanish way. But yeah, I speak Norwegian, English, Danish, Swedish, German, and Sindarin. So that will be 6 languages. And I'm learning Spanish. Uniros a Twitch. Uniros. Quieres lacasitos. You know, when I was in Barcelona, no, not in Barcelona. When I was in Pamplona, I was at a bar with a friend, and you know, it's completely, it's not legal, but it's decriminalized. So everyone were smoking, you know, halfling leaves in the streets and having a lot of fun with that. and I got a bit yeah, how should you say that? I had the slight tendency of what you call the munchies, and they had like like a vending machines in the bar, where you put on €1 and you got like a whole bunch of like chocolate lenses that they call lacasitos, and yeah, I got really hungry for lacasitos, so I used a lot of euros, and then I took a whole bowl full of lacasitos, started eating, but I wanted to share with everyone in the bar, so I went around in the bar and asked, ¿Quieres lacasitos? ¿Quieres lacasitos? Yeah,
Really
itperigadellen.
hate humans.
Jänet ingurnin. Ikain levast enanen. Maigovanen. That was Cinderin, for those who didn't know. Elsilla luerin egovanedvin. But yeah, that was what I did. I went to literally everyone in the bar and asked them if they wanted lacasitos. I had like a whole bowl of lacasitos. So Mina, I do not how to transcribe into Tengwar. I know how to speak Sindarin, but I don't know how to. Yes, the munchies. Oh, Psycho Chili Bully. Oh, I love lacasitos. I will send you my address if you want, because I really want lacasitos. Ellie M1980, thank you for following. Let's do the. Whoo! Toss some coins to your Twitcher, oh Valley of Plenty. Lilith, no, I learned it myself from when I was 13 to 19. I'm not super fluent, but I'm knowledgeable enough to hold a conversation. I gotta go. Oh no, Kasma, why do you gotta go so early? And for now, lacasitos are like chocolate lenses, and they're extremely good. Salconchel, what is "give me lacasitos or I will shoot your uncle" in Spanish? Tell me. Sindarin is not too hard. Dame lacasitos o mato a tu tío. 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 Dame lacasitos. Okay, what is or I will make you eat your parents in Spanish? So, dame lacasitos and or I will make you eat your parents. Yeah, a skumma sweetener Sindarin is not too hard. Edelin Elavain. Ohare que te tragues ohare que te tragues a tus padres. Is that does that mean ohare que te tragues ohare Uare que te tragues a tus padres. Ok. Dame la casitos, uare que te tragues a tus padres. Dame la casitos, o me tragare otas a tus padres. Okay, what is Infernal saying though? Are que te tragues a tus padres. Okay, everyone else who are just watching and not writing, I wonder what you're thinking about this. I will make you swallow your parents. Dame la casitos o me tragare a tus padres. Okay, so the rest of you, what languages do you speak? Everyone in the chat. What languages are you familiar with? At least it doesn't say swallow your kids. That would be a totally different meaning. Dios mío! Hey, Green Submarine, how are you? Green with another E. Yeah, I don't know any Finnish. I just know Lentoasema and Perkele. Aber ich spreche Deutsch. Wohin kommst du? Kommen Sie von Bavaria? Super duper being English and A2 to B1 Norwegian. Okay, so you're studying Norwegian. Maybe you understand a few words of the song then. Jeg så deg I går på gata, da byen lå kald og stor. Jeg så du var ny I livet, og jeg så du var ny I nord. Og mora di bar en koffert, med alt det hun eide I. Ja, du gikk og bar på hennes drøm, om en gang å få bli fri. Og du ga meg et smil, sommerfugl I vinterland. Ingen får ta fra deg fargan du viste meg, og må drømmen du bær bli sann. Sommerfugl I vinterland. Have you ever heard of Eivor? Eivor is old Norwegian female name. Og mora di bær på minnan om alt det hun har forlatt. Hun vet ikke om hun ser igjen han som de tok en natt. Nå holder hun deg fast I handa, nå gjør hun deg varm og god, og håper du velkommen hit, så sårene en gang skal gro. Eivor is an Icelandic singer. Does it mean singer? No, it doesn't mean singer in Icelandic, does it? Because Eivor is is it's an old Norwegian name, but then again Iceland Iceland was colonized by Norwegians, so. Å, du ga meg et smil, sommerfugl i vinterland. Ingen får ta fra deg fargan du viste meg, og må drømmen du bær bli sann. Sommerfugl i vinterland. Jeg håper de tar imot deg. Jeg håper du slipper å fryse. Jeg vet du kan gi oss farge og latter og liv og lys. Jeg så deg i går på gata, da byen lå kald og stor, og jeg så du var ny i livet, og jeg så du var ny i nord. Og du ga meg et smil, sommerfugl i vinterland. Ingen får ta fra deg fargan du viste meg, og må drømmen du bær bli sann. Sommerfugl i vinterland. Okay, my friends, let's read some from Lord of the Rings, where we were yesterday. So, to sum up where we were yesterday. Aragorn is taking the hobbits out in the wilderness, and they're trying to reach Amon Sul, which is also called Weathertop. Yeah, they're wandering in the wilderness, trying to find their way. And trying to escape from the Nazgul, the damn wraiths. So we're gonna continue where we left off, which was in the middle of the chapter called Knife in the Dark. A Knife in the Dark. Horstenschwein. No. There's it's a northern Norwegian ballad, so there's no English version of that song. Okay. Let Discord know that there's reading time now, in case some of them don't want to miss out. If anyone here can do that. So, the last sentence we read here was, I think, answered Strider slowly, as if he was not quite sure. I think the best thing is to go as straight eastward from here as we can. To make for the line of hills, not for Weathertop. There we can strike a path, I know, that runs at their feet. It will bring us to Weathertop from the north, and less openly. Then we shall see what we shall see. So what they're doing is they're gonna make it for Weathertop, but not the obvious road. So they will have a smaller risk of running into the Nazgul. But they're still going to Weathertop. Because they need to get a view of the area around and where to go, and you know, it provides a lot of view. All that day they plodded along,
until the cold and early evening came down. The land became drier and more barren, but mists and vapors lay behind them on the marches. A few melancholy birds were piping and wailing, until the round red sun sank slowly into the western shadows. Then an empty silence fell. The hobbits thought of the soft light of sunset glancing through the cheerful windows of Bag End far away. At the day's end, they came to a stream that wandered down from the hills to lose itself in the stagnant marshland, and they went up along its banks while the light lasted. It was already night when at last they halted and made their camp under some stunted alder trees by the shores of the stream. Ahead there loomed now against the duskish sky the bleak and treeless backs of the hills. That night they set a watch, and Strider, it seemed, did not sleep at all. The moon was waxing, and in the early night hours a cold grey light lay on the land. Next morning they set out again after the sunrise. There was a frost in the air, and the sky was a pale clear blue. The hobbits felt refreshed, as if they had a night of unbroken sleep. Already they were getting used to much walking on short commons, shorter at any rate than what in the Shire they would have thought barely enough to keep them on their legs. Pippin declared that Frodo was looking twice the hobbit he had been. Very odd, said Frodo, tightening his belt. Consider that there is actually a good deal less of me. I hope the thinning process will not go on indefinitely, or I shall become a wraith. Do not speak of such things, said Strider quickly, and with surprising earnestness. The hills drew near. They made an undulating ridge, often rising almost to 1,000 feet, and here and there falling again to low clefts or passes leading into the eastern land beyond. Along the crest of the ridge the hobbits could see what looked to be the remains of green-grown walls and dikes, and in the clefts there still stood the ruins of old works of stone. By the night they had reached the feet of the westward slopes, and there they camped. It was the night of the 5th of October, and they were 6 days out from Bree. In the morning they found, for the first time since they had left the Chetwood, a track plain to see. They turned right and followed it southwards. It ran cunningly, taking a line that seemed chosen so as to keep as much hidden as possible from the view, both of the hilltops above and of the flats to the west. It dived into dells and hugged steep banks, and where it passed over flatter and more open ground on either side of it, there were lines of large boulders and hewn stones that screened the travelers almost like a hedge. I wonder who made this path, and what's for, said Mary, as they walked along one of these avenues, where the stones were unusually large and closely set. I am not sure that I like it. It has rather a barrow-whitish look. Is there any barrow on Weathertop? No, there is no barrow on Weathertop, nor of any of these hills, answered Strider. The men of the west did not live here, though in their latter days they defended the hills for a while against the evil that came out of Angmar. This path was made to serve the forts along the walls, but long before, in the days of the North Kingdom, they built the great watchtower on Weathertop. Amon Sul they called it. It was burned and broken, and nothing remains of it now but a tumbled ring, like a rough crown on the old hill's head. Yes, once it was tall and fair. It is told that Elendil stood there, watching for the coming of Gil-galad out of the west, in the days of the last alliance. The hobbits gazed at Strider. It seemed that he was learned in old lore, as well as the ways of the wild. Who was Gil-galad? Asked Merry. But Strider did not answer, and seemed to be lost in thought. Suddenly a low voice murmured, Gil-galad was an elven king, of him the harpers sadly sing, the last whose realm was fair and free, between the mountains and the sea. His sword was long, his lance was keen, his shining helm was afar was seen. The countless stars of heaven's field were mirrored in his silver shield. But long ago he rode away, and where he dwelleth none can say, for into darkness fell his star, in Mordor where the shadows are. The others turned in amazement, for the voice was Sam's. Don't stop, said Mary. That is all I know, stammered Sam, blushing. I learned it from Mr. Bilbo when I was a lad. He used to tell me tales like that, knowing how I was always one for hearing about elves. It was Mr. Bilbo as taught me my letters. He was mighty booklorn, was dear old Mr. Bilbo, and he wrote poetry. He wrote what I have just said. He did not make it up, said Strider. It is part of the lay that is called the Fall of Gil-galad, which is in an ancient tongue. Bilbo must have translated it. I never knew that. There was a lot more, said Sam, all about Mordor. I didn't learn that part. It gave me the shivers. I never thought I should be going that way myself. Going to Mordor, cried Pippin. I hope it won't come to that. Do not speak that name so loudly, said Strider. It was already midday when they drew near the southern end of the path, and saw before them, in the pale clear light of October sun, a green-grey bank, leading up to like a bridge on the northward slope of the hill. They decided to make for the top at once, while the daylight was broad. Concealment was no longer possible, and they could only hope that no enemy or spy was observing them. Nothing was to be seen moving on the hill. If Gandalf was anywhere about, there was no sign of him. On the western flank of Weathertop, they found a sheltered hollow, at the bottom of which there was a bowl-shaped dell with grassy sides. There they left Sam and Pippin with a pony and their packs and luggage. The other three went on. After half an hour's plodding climb, Strider reached the crown of the hill. Frodo and Merry followed, tired and breathless. The last slope had been steep and rocky. On the top they found, as Strider had said, a wide ring of ancient stonework, now crumbling or covered with age-long grass. But in the center a cairn of broken stones had been piled. They were blackened as if with fire. About them the turf was burnt to the roots, and all within the ring of grass was scorched and shriveled, as if flames had swept the hilltop, but there was no sign of any living thing. Standing upon the rim of the ruined circle, they saw all round below a wide prospect, for the most part of the lands empty and featureless, except for patches of woodland away to the south, beyond which they caught here and there a glint of distant water. Beneath them, on the southern side, they ran like a ribbon the old road, coming out of the west and winding up and down until it faded behind a ridge of dark land to the east. Nothing was moving on it. Following its line eastward with their eyes, they saw the mountains. The nearer foothills were brown and somber. Behind them stood taller shapes of grey, and behind those again were high white peaks glimmering among the clouds. "Well, here we are," said Merry, and very cheerless and uninviting it looks. "There is no water and no shelter, and no sign of Gandalf. But I don't blame him for not waiting, if he ever came here." "I wonder," said Strider, looking round thoughtfully. "Even if he was a day or two behind us at Bree, he could have arrived here first. He can ride very swiftly when the need presses." Suddenly he stooped and looked at the stone on the top of the cairn. It was flatter than the others, and whiter, as if it had escaped the fire. He picked it up and examined it, turning it in his fingers. "This had been handled recently," he said. "What do you think of these marks?" On the flat's underside, Frodo saw some scratches. 1 and 3. There seemed to be a stroke, a dot, and 3 more strokes, he said. "The stroke on the left might be a G rune with thin branches," said Strider. "It might be a sign left by Gandalf, though one cannot be sure. The scratches are fine, and that certainly look fresh, but the marks might mean something quite different, and have nothing to do with us. Rangers use runes, and they come here sometimes." "What could they mean, even if Gandalf made them?" asked Merry. "I should say," answered Strider, "that they stood for G3, and were a sign that Gandalf was here on October the 3rd. That is 3 days ago now." It would also show that he was in a hurry and danger was at hand, so that he had no time or did not dare to write anything longer or plainer. If that is so, we must be wary. I wish we could feel sure that he made the marks, whatever they may mean, said Frodo. It would be a great comfort to know that he was on the way, in front of us or behind us. Perhaps, said Strider. For myself, I believe that he were here, and he was in danger. There have been scorching flames here, and now the light that we saw 3 nights ago in the eastern sky comes back to my mind. I guess that he was attacked on this hilltop, but with what result I cannot tell. He is here no longer, and we must now look after ourselves and make our own way to Rivendell as best as we can. How far is Rivendell? Asked Merry, gazing round warily. The world looked wild and wide from Weathertop. I don't know if the road has ever been measured in miles beyond the Forsaken Inn. A day's journey east of Bree, answered Strider. Some say it's so far, and some say it's otherwise. It's a strange road, and folk are glad to reach the journey's end, whether the time is long or short. But I know how long it would take me on my own feet, with fair weather and no ill fortune, 12 days from here to the ford of Brunnen, where the road crosses the loud water that runs out of Rivendell. We have at least a fortnight's journey before us, for I do not think we shall be able to use the road. A fortnight, said Frodo. A lot may happen in that time. It may, said Strider. They stood for a while silent on the hilltop, near its southward edge. In that lonely place, Frodo for the first time fully realized his homelessness and danger. He wished bitterly that his fortune had left him in the quiet and beloved Shire. He stared down at the hateful road, leading back westward to his home. Suddenly he was aware that 2 black specks were moving slowly along it, going westward, and looking again he saw that 3 others were creeping eastward to meet them. He gave a cry and clutched Strider's arm. Look, he said, pointing downwards. At once Strider flung himself on the ground behind the ruined circle, pulling Frodo down beside him. Merry threw himself alongside. What is it? He whispered. I do not know, but I fear the worst, answered Strider. Slowly they crawled up to the edge of the ring again, and peered through a cleft between the 2 jagged stones. The light was no longer bright, for the clear morning had faded, and clouds creeping out of the east had now overtaken the sun as it began to go down. They could all see the black specks, but neither Frodo nor Merry could make out their shapes for certain. Yet something told them that there, far below, were black riders assembling on the road beyond the foot of the hill. Yes, said Strider, whose keener sight left him no doubt. The enemy is here. Hastily they crept away and slipped down the north side of the hill to find their companions. Sam and Peregrine had not been idle. They had explored a small dell and surrounding slopes. Not far away they found a spring of clear water in the hillside, and near it footprints not more than a day or 2 old. In the dell itself they found recent traces of fire, and other signs of a hasty camp. There were some fallen rocks on the edge of the dell nearest to the hill. Behind them Sam came upon a small store of firewood neatly stacked. I wonder if old Gandalf had been here, said to Pippin. Whoever it was put this stuff here meant to come back, it seems. Strider was greatly interested in these discoveries. I wish I had waited and explored the ground down here myself, he said, hurrying down to the spring to examine the footprints. It is just as I feared, he said, when he came back. Sam and Pippin have trampled the soft ground, and the marks are spoilt or confused. Rangers have been here lately. It is they who left the firewood behind, but there are also several newer tracks that were not made by rangers, or at least one set that was made, only a day or 2 ago, by heavy boots. At least one. I cannot now be certain, but I think there were many booted feet. He paused and stood in anxious thought. Each of the hobbits saw in his mind a vision of the cloaked and booted riders. If the horsemen had already found the dell, the sooner Strider led them somewhere else the better. Sam viewed the hollow with great dislike. Now that he had heard the news of their enemies on the road, only a few miles away. Hadn't we better clear out quick, Mr. Strider? He asked impatiently. It's getting late, and I don't like this hole. It makes my heart sink somehow. Yes, we must certainly decide what to do at once, answered Strider, looking up and considering the time and the weather. Well, Sam, he said at last, I do not like this place either, but I cannot think of anywhere better that we could reach before nightfall. At least we are out of sight for the moment, and if we moved we should be much more likely to be seen by spies. All we could do would to go right out of our way back north on this side of the line of the hills, where the land is all much the same as it is here. The road is watched, but we should have to cross it if we try to take cover in the thickets away to the south. On the north side of the road, beyond the hills, the country is bare and flat for miles. Can the riders see? Asked Mary. I mean, they seem usually to have used their noses rather than their eyes. Smelling for us. His smelling is the right word, at least in the daylight. But you made us lie down flat when you saw them down below, and now you talk about being seen if we move. I was too careless on the hilltop, answered Strider. I was very anxious to find some sign of Gandalf, but it was a mistake for 3 of us to go up and stand there so long. For the black horses can see, and the riders can use men and other creatures as spies, as he found at Bree. They themselves do not see the world of light as we do, but our shapes cast shadows in their minds, which only the noon sun destroys, and in the dark they perceive many things and forms that are hidden from us. Then they are most to be feared, and at all times they smell the blood of living things, desiring and hating it. Senses too, that are other than sight or smell. We can feel their presence. It troubled our hearts as soon as we came here, and before we saw them, they feel ours more keenly. Also, he added, and his voice sank to a whisper, the ring draws them. Is there no escape then? Said Frodo, looking round wildly. If I move, I shall be seen and hunted. If I stay, I shall draw them to me. Strider laid a hand on his shoulder. There is still hope, he said. You are not alone. Let us take this wood that is set ready for the fire as a sign. There is little shelter or defences here, but the fire shall serve for both. Sauron can put fire to evil uses, as he can all things, but these riders do not love it, and fear those who wield it. Fire is our friend in the wilderness. Maybe, muttered Sam. It is also a good way of singing, here we are, as I can think of, bar shouting. Down in the lowest and most sheltered corner of the dell they lit a fire and prepared a meal. The shades of evening began to fall, and it grew cold. They were suddenly aware of great hunger, for they had not eaten anything since breakfast, but they dare not make more than a frugal supper. The lands ahead were empty of all save birds and beasts, and friendly places deserted by all the races of the world. Rangers passed at times beyond the hills, but they were few and did not stay. Other wanderers were rare, and of evil sort. Trolls might stray down at times out of the northern valleys of the misty mountains. Only on the road would travellers be found, most often dwarves, hurrying along on business of their own, and with no help and few words to spare for strangers. I do not see how our food can be made to last, said Frodo. We have been careful enough in the last few days, and this supper is no feast, but we have used more than we ought, if we have 2 weeks still to go, and perhaps more. There is food in the wild, said Strider, berry, root and herb, and I have some skill as a hunter at need. You need not be afraid of starving before winter comes, but gathering and catching food is long and weary work, and we need haste, so tighten your belts and think with hope that the tables of Elrond's house. The cold increased as darkness came on. Peering out from the edge of the dell, they could see nothing but a grey land now vanishing quickly into shadow. The sky above had cleared again and was slowly filled with twinkling stars. Frodo and his companions huddled around the fire, wrapped in every garment and blanket they possessed. But now Strider was content with a single cloak, and sat a little apart, drawing thoughtfully at his pipe. As night fell and the light of the fire began to shine out brightly, he began to tell them tales to keep their minds from fear. He knew many histories and legends of long ago, of elves and men, and the good and the evil deeds of the elder days. They wondered how old he was, and where he had learned all this lore. "Tell us of Gil-galad," said Merry suddenly, when he paused at the end of the story of the elf kingdoms. "Do you know any more of that old lay you spoke of?" "I do indeed," answered Strider. "So also does Frodo, for it concerns us closely." Merry and Pippin looked at Frodo, who was staring into the fire. "I know only the little that Gandalf has told me," said Frodo slowly. "Gil-galad was the last of the great elf kings of Middle-earth. Gil-galad is starlight in their tongue. With Elendil, the elf friend, he went to the land of—" "No," said Strider, interrupting. "I do not think that tale should be told now with the servants of the enemy at hand. If we win through the house of Elrond, you may hear it there, told in full." "Then tell us some other tale of the old days," begged Sam. "A tale about the elves before the fading time." I would dearly like to hear more about elves. The dark seems to press around so close." "I will tell you the tale of Tinuviel," said Strider, "in brief, for it is a long tale of which the end is not known, and there are none now except Elrond that remember it aright as it was told of old. It is a fair tale, though it is sad, as are all the tales of Middle-earth, and yet it may lift up your hearts." He was silent for some time, and then he began to speak, but to chant softly. "The leaves were long, the grass was green, the hemlock umbels tall and fair, and in the glade a light was seen, of stars in shadows shimmering. Tinuviel was dancing there, to music of a pipe unseen, and light of stars was in her hair, and in her raiment glimmering. There Beren came from mountains cold, and lost he wandered under leaves, and where the elven river rolled, he walked alone and sorrowing. He peered between the hemlock leaves, and saw in wonder flowers of gold, upon her mantle and her sleeves, and her hair like shadows following. Enchantment healed his very feet, that over hills were doomed to roam, and forth he hastened strong and fleet, and grasped at moonbeams listening. Through woven woods in elven home, she lightly fled on dancing feet, and left him lonely still to roam in the silent forest listening. He heard there oft the flying sound of feet as light as linden leaves, our music dwelling underground in hidden hollows quavering. Now whither lay the hemlock sheaves, and one by one with sighing sound, whispering fell the beechen leaves in the wintry woodland wavering. He sought her eyes, wandering far, where leaves of years were thickly strewn, by light of moon and ray of star, in frosty heavens shivering. Her mantle glinted in the moon, as on hilltop high and far. She danced, and at her feet was strewn a mist of silver quivering. When winter passed, she came again, and her song released the sudden spring, like rising dark and falling rain and melting water bubbling. He saw the elven flowers spring about her feet and healed again. He longed by her to dance and sing upon the grass and troubling. Again she fled, but swift he came. Tinuviel, Tinuviel, he called her by her elvish name, and there she halted listening. One moment stood she, and a spell his voice laid on her Beren came, and doom fell on Tinuviel, that in his arm lay glistening. As Beren looked into her eyes, within the shadows of her hair, the trembling starlight of the skies, he saw their mirrored shimmering. Tinuviel, the elven fair, immortal maiden elven wise, about him cast her shadowy hair, and arms like silver glimmering. Long was the way of fate them bore, our stony mountains cold and grey, through halls of iron and darkling door, and woods of nightshade morrowless. The sundering seas between them lay, and yet at last they met once more, and long ago they passed away in the forest singing sorrowless. That was one part of the Lay of Leithian, which is the Song of Beren and Luthien. Strider sighed and paused before he spoke again. That is a song, he said, in the mode that is called untenneth among the elves, but is hard to render in our common speech. And this is but a rough echo of it. It tells of the meeting of Beren, son of Barahir, and Luthien Tinuviel. Beren was a mortal man, but Luthien was the daughter of Thingol, a king of elves upon Middle-earth, when the world was young, and she was the fairest maiden that has ever been among all the children of this world. As the stars above the mists of the northern lands was her loveliness, and in her face was a shining light. In those days the great enemy, of whom Sauron of Mordor was but a servant, dwelt in Angband in the north, and the elves of the west, coming back to Middle-earth, made war upon him to regain the Silmarils which he had stolen, and the fathers of men aided the elves, but the enemy was victorious, and Barahir was slain, and Beren, escaping through great peril, came over the mountains of terror into the hidden kingdom of Thingol in the forest of Neldoreth. There he beheld Luthien singing and dancing in a glade beside the enchanted river Skaldluin, and he named her Tinuviel, that is nightingale in the language of old. Tinuviel rescued Beren from the dungeons of Sauron, and together they passed through great dangers, and cast down even the great enemy from his throne, and took from him his iron crown, one of the 3 Silmarils, brighter than all of the jewels, to be the bride price of Luthien to Thingol, her father. Yet at last Beren was slain by the wolf that came from the gates of Angband, and he died in the arms of Tinuviel. But she chose mortality, and to die from this world, so that she might follow him. And it is sung that they met again beyond the sundering seas, and after a brief time walking alive once more in the green woods, together they passed, long ago, beyond the confines of this world. So it is that Luthien Tinuviel alone, of the elf kindred, has died indeed and left the world, and they have lost her, whom they had most loved. But from her the lineage of the elf lords of old descended among men. There live still those of whom Luthien was the foremother, and it is said that her line shall never fail. Elrond of Rivendell is of that kin. For of Beren and Luthien was born Dior Thingol's heir, and of him Elwing the White, whom Arendil wedded. He that sailed his ship out of the mists of the world into the sea of heaven, with a Silmaril upon his brow. And of Arendil came the kings of Númenor, that is Westerness. And of course Aragorn is also of that line. As Strider was speaking, they watched his strange eager face, dimly lit in the red glow of the wood fire. His eyes shone, and his voice was rich and deep. Above him was a black starry sky. Suddenly a pale light appeared over the crown of Weathertop behind him. The waxing moon was climbing slowly above the hill that had overshadowed them, and the stars above the hilltop faded. The story ended. The hobbits moved and stretched. "Look," said Merry, "the moon is rising. It must be getting late." The others looked up. Even as they did so, they saw on the top of the hill something small and dark against the glimmer of the moonrise. It was perhaps only a large stone, or jutting rock shone upon the pale light. Sam and Merry got up and walked away from the fire. Frodo and Pippin remained seated in silence. Strider was watching the moonlight on the hill intently. All seemed quiet and still, but Frodo felt a cold dread creeping over his heart, now that Strider was no longer speaking. He huddled closer to the fire. At that moment Sam came running back from the edge of the dell. "I didn't know what that is," he said, "but I suddenly felt afraid. I daren't go outside this dell for any money. I felt that something was creeping up the slope. Did you see anything? Asked Frodo, springing to his feet. No, sir, I saw nothing, but I didn't stop to look. I saw something, said Merry, or I thought I did, away westward, where the moonlight was falling on the flats beyond the shadow of the hilltops. I thought there were 2 or 3 black shapes. They seemed to be moving this way. Keep close to the fire, with your faces outward, cried Strider. Get some of the longer sticks ready in your hands. For a breathless time they sat there, silent and alert, with their backs turned to the wood fire, each gazing into the shadows that encircled them. Nothing happened. There was no sound or movement in the night. Frodo stirred, feeling that he must break the silence. He longed to shout out aloud. Hush, whispered Strider. What's that? Gasped Pippin at the same moment. Over the lid of the little dell, on the side away from the hill, they felt, rather than saw, a shadow rise. One shadow, or more than one. They strained their eyes, and the shadows seemed to grow. Soon there could be no doubt. 3 or 4 tall black figures were standing there on the slope, looking down on them. So black that they seemed like black holes in the deep shade behind them. Frodo thought that he heard a faint hiss of venomous breath, and felt a thin, piercing chill. Then the shapes slowly advanced. Terror overcame Pippin and Merry, and they threw themselves flat on the ground. Sam shrank to Frodo's side. Frodo was hardly less terrified than his companions. He was quaking as if he was bitter cold, but his terror was swallowed up in a sudden temptation to put on the ring. The desire to do this laid hold of him, and he could think of nothing else. He did not forget the barrow, nor the message of Gandalf, but something seemed to be compelling him to disregard all warnings, and he longed to yield. Not with the hope of escape, or of doing anything, either good or bad. He simply felt that he must take the ring and put it on his finger. He could not speak. He felt Sam looking at him, as if he knew that his master was in some great trouble, but he could not turn towards him. He shut his eyes and struggled for a while, but resistance became unbearable, and at last he slowly drew out the chain and slipped the ring on the forefinger of his left hand. Immediately, though everything else remained as before, dim and dark, the shapes became terribly clear. He was able to see beneath the black wrappings. There were 5 tall figures, 2 standing on the lip of the dell, 3 advancing. In their white faces burned keen and merciless eyes. Under their mantles were long grey robes. Upon their grey hairs were helms of silver. In their haggard hands were swords of steel. Their eyes fell on him and pierced him as they rushed towards him. Desperate, he drew his own sword, and it seemed to him that it flickered red as if it was firebrand. 2 of the figures halted. The third was taller than the others. His hair was long and gleaming, and on his helm was a crown. In one hand he held a long sword, in the other a knife. Both the knife and the hand that held it glowed with a pale light. He sprang forward and bore down on Frodo. At this moment Frodo threw himself forward on the ground, and he heard himself crying aloud, "O Elbereth Gilthoniel!" At the same time he struck at the feet of his enemy. A shrill cry rang in the night, and he felt the pain of a dart of poisoned ice pierce his left shoulder. Even as he swooned he caught, as though a swirling mist, a glimpse of Strider leaping out of the darkness with a flaming brand of wood in either hand. With a last effort Frodo, dropping his sword, slipped the ring from his finger and closed his right hand tight upon it. Next chapter is called Flight to the Ford, and it's gonna be read tomorrow. So yeah, look at my cool bookmark. This is Bilbo Baggins. So we're gonna read the chapter tomorrow, and yeah. So in this last moment, the Nazgul finally caught up with Frodo and the gang and discovered them, and one of them, the biggest of the Nazgul,
stabbed Frodo.
I really hate humans.
Stabbed Frodo on Weathertop, and it ended with him slipping the ring off his finger and seeing the shape of Strider trying to chase the ring wraiths away. Do you have any questions about Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring and about the chapter where we are so far? Feel free to ask anything. Thank you, HelenCut333, for following. Let's do the monkey for the follow, like Elon Musk does. Naturligtvis, wandering to rule them all. Yes, indeed. Well, the Nazgul are definitely after Frodo. Do not have questions, but I do have Smash. Okay, I'm gonna play a few more songs. I feel like the perfect song to end. You get to meet Frodo either way, Skuma. But yeah, I always start as a I always started as an elf in Lindon. There are signs on the ring which makes me feel so down. There's one to enslave all rings, to find them all in time and drive them into darkness. Forever they'll be bound. 3 for the kings of the elves high in light, 9 to the mortal which cry. Thank you so much for the 25 bits, Feline. I'll keep the ring full of sorrow. I'll keep the ring till I die. I'll keep the ring full of sorrow. I'll keep the ring till I die. Slow down and I sail on the river. Slow down and I walk to the hill. Slow down and I sail on the river. Slow down and I walk to the hill. And there's no way out. Mordor, Mordor, dark land under Sauron's spell. Threaten a long time, threaten a long time. 7 rings to the dwarfs in the halls made of stone. Into the valley I feel down. 1 ring through the Dark Lord's hand, sitting on his throne in a land so dark where I have to go. I'll keep the ring, I'll keep the ring. my voice is a bit tired, I can feel, but I will play some more music before I end the stream. Also feel free to toss some beats to your elf pirates of Valley of Plenty. That always makes me happy. And of course, feel free to use the tip jar to help me get a new computer system so I can deliver more high quality entertainment to you guys. Which means live gaming and of course sound system. Thank you so much, Sambina. You're the sweetest.
Back on the menu, boys.
I do not know Wellerman. I know it, I do not know the chords for it. It should not be that difficult. Soon may the whalemen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day where time is done, we'll take our leave and go. Was the ship that put to sea, she was spilled at tea. The winds blew up her bow, the bow, oh blow my boys blow. Soon may the whalemen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when time is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore, down on the right to whaleboard. Captain called her hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the whalemen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. It's a long time since I heard that one. Before the boat had hit the water, the vessel came up and caught her. Hands to the side, her upon and forward when she dived down below. Okay. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale sail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpoon and father when she died down below. Soon may the whalemen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. I need to learn that properly. Thank you, Zombina, for the 100 bits, by the way. We can do Drunken Sailor, and you guys can invent the lyrics. You know how the Drunken Sailor goes, so just make a sentence that fits into it. What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Good night, friend Reaper. Thank you so much for calling. I hope I see you tomorrow. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. intervention and pay for therapy. Session intervention and pay for therapy. Session intervention and pay for therapy early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Push him off the cliff so the sharks can eat him. Push him off the cliff so the sharks can eat him. This is early in the morning. Hoover around the room in your girlfriend's panties. Hoover in the room in your girlfriend's panties. Hoover around the room in your girlfriend's panties early in the morning. Eat some taters, stick him in a pot. Eat some taters, stick him in a pot. Eat some taters, stick him in a pot early in the morning. This is fun. Grab onto the ring and leave them both of she love. Grab onto the ring and leave them both of she love. Grab onto the ring and leave them both of she love early in the morning. Fart in the bathtub to make some bubbles. Fart in the bathtub to make some bubbles. Fart in the bathtub to make some bubbles early in the morning. Was Leonardo the Fox here today, by the way? When you came in, the air went out, and every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before this night is through, thank you for the 100 bits, Lolly. I'm the kind to sit up in his room, heart sick and eyes filled up with blue. I don't know what you done to me, but I know this much is true. I want to do bad things with you. Thank you, Zombina. When you came in, the air went out, and every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before this night is through, things. Real bad things.
The flight meat back on the menu, boys.
Thank you, Lola, for the 100 bits. Oh my goodness. actually really close to. Take a bath with your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Toss some bits to your twitcher, a friend of old corgi. Oh my god, there... It happened! It happened at the very end. Okay. One song per level. That's what I'm doing. So, but this is the last thing I'm doing on the stream today. So I'm gonna be here as long as the hype train lasts. All right, everyone. Can't find any matching ones here, but all I need is one pair. Can't seem to find my socks, can't find my socks in pairs. My drawer is full of loners, the ones who match are goners. Can't seem to find my socks, can't find my socks in pairs. Thank you, Snipe, thank you, Zombie, oh my god. Devoured by my dryer, or randomly caught fire. Can't seem to find my socks, can't find my socks in pairs. There must be a ghost around here haunting me, stealing my socks and making me lose my sanity. It's my eternal nightmare. 3 socks but never one pair. Can't seem to find my socks, can't find my socks anywhere. Thank you so much, Lola, for the gift and subs, and thank you, Lolly, for the bits. Oh my god. Smells like conspiracy. Someone's playing mind games with me, keeping my socks away from me. Is this the work of some damn covenant? Or are my socks being stolen by the government? They infiltrate my drawers during my sleeping hours. CIA is trying to cover up my socks. Are my stinking socks just full with chemicals? Or are my used with contact with extraterrestrials? All my matching socks are gone. Thank you, Snipe, for the corgi bits. Taken down to Area 51. I'll never find my socks, won't find my socks again. And we're on level 2, and that means a new song, everyone. But which one should I take? Oh my god. When a humble bard graced a ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. For when the white wolf fought silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meats, and so cried the witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty. At the edge of the world quite the mighty horn that pressures embrace you and brings you to morn. He thrusts every elf far back on their shelf, high up on the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your pests, God kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so give him the rest. That's my epic tale. Our champion prevailed, defeated the villain. Now pour him some ale. Toss some beats to your twitcher. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your twitcher, a friend of all corgi. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh oh oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, a friend of all corgi. Toss a coin. Thank you so much for we managed level 2 hype train, everyone. Thank you so much, Snipe, for the bits. A level 2 hype train at the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, my good people, make sure to join Discord if you're not already on it. We want as many of you as possible there, so please join Discord and become part of the Elf Pirate community. And I really hope that all of you will be here tomorrow. I'm gonna read more Lord of the Rings tomorrow. Lola, which one of my friends are online now? So yeah, join Discord, everyone. And yeah, okay. Let's raid Gromwich Games. Let's and everyone, be nice to Gromwich Games, part of the Elf Pirate crew, by the way, and let's all say hello to him. Good night, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Please come and join us today, tomorrow. I'm gonna read Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna perform songs. We're gonna have fun again. See you tomorrow, and please join Discord.